Time is more precious than money because if you waste a lot of time, you can never get it back. But if you waste a lot of money, you can get it back. I think that's how the saying goes. And this is a saying that you hear quite a bit, and at least I've heard it in several different places. And it's a nice saying, but it's always kind of bothered me in a way because I think it's kind of crap. So I wanted to get into that today. And I want to talk about something that I like even more than time or money. And so let's get into that. First of all, the saying is obviously time is more precious than money because if you waste money, you can always make it back later. But if you waste time, that time is gone forever. And that's true. If I waste April 24th, 2013, April 24th, 2013 is never going to come back to me ever again. And that day was completely wasted. Well, if I waste 20 bucks, I'll get 20 bucks at some point later on. Now, the problem I have with this, obviously, is that I'm still 20 bucks short, and if I have 20 bucks later on, I could have had 40. And so that's kind of the weakness of this whole thing. So what happened to me, say the story that I've told before, I think in some of these videos, maybe more than once, several years ago, kind of when I was first starting out, quite a few years ago. It was right when the 4-Hour Work Week came out, and I was all pumped up, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally going to 4-Hour Work Week my whole life, and I'll be totally running this empire based on like outsourcing, and I won't have to do any work, and blah, 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 and all this crap, right? So I decided, okay, I'm going to start marketing my freelance translation skills and wares and all that, so I don't have to worry about marketing, and I can concentrate on translation. And so who am I going to use for marketing? I used one of the companies that's actually mentioned in the 4-Hour Work Week. I chose one of those companies, contacted them, got in touch with them, and their price was like $2,000. It was something like that. And it was crazy. And I was like, oh no, never mind. And then later I'm like, well, it might cost $2,000, but then if I can make more later, because then I don't have to worry about marketing at all, I concentrate on this, on what I'm good at, and blah, blah, blah. So I kind of justified it in my mind. I was like, well, I'll put it on my credit card, and that's what credit card debt is for. And I decided I was going to pay that much for marketing. And so, yeah, that's what I did. And so it was a payments and installments, right? But what happened was they were crap. They were complete crap. They were a complete scam, by the way. And I should have like sued the book or Tim Ferriss or something. But anyway, it was it was a complete scam. And I can't remember their name. I think it was Brickwork India. I want to say that was the name, but now I feel bad if that wasn't the name, and I'm just talking bad about some other company. But I think that was the name. Anyway. It was a complete scam. In fact, I didn't even send the last payment. I sent about $1,000 over, so I sent them plenty of money. But I told them, I'm like, nothing's happening. You guys aren't doing anything. You're not sending me anything. There are no results. Like, what? Show me you're doing something, and I can actually send you money. But I'm not sending you any more money otherwise. And then I never heard from them again. So there you go. Anyway, but so you can say, oh, but at least you didn't have to spend all your time doing the marketing yourself. And that's time you would have never gotten back, but now you've probably got the $1,000 and something back through other means. And it's true, I've made more than $1,000 since then, but I probably would be $1,000 something richer if I hadn't used them at this point. And I mean, it's a lesson learned, I guess, and all that as well. But what annoys me is that, yeah, I didn't waste like 6 months of my life. That's true. But I did waste a lot of my money, and especially when I was first starting out, I didn't have that money to waste, and so it was bad. And that's money that I'll never get back as well. It isn't. I'll make other money, and so that's great. But that money, I'm never going to get it back. It's wasted. It's thrown out, and that's my problem with that whole term. Time is more precious than money because you can get money, you can make money back. It's semantics. It's how you use the expression. You can waste money, you can waste time, you can make money, you can make time. But you make time. Time is more zero sum than money, I guess, in that sense. And because this dollar is worth the same as that dollar, but this time is not worth the same as another time. Anyway, I don't want to get too philosophical about it, but that's kind of what annoyed me about that whole saying. It's sort of true, and obviously you should never be wasting time, and I think time is very precious, and I do give monetary value to my time, and so I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to wait 30 minutes in line for something that'll save me 50 cents because I value my time at more than 50 cents per 30 minutes. But it's, on the other hand, I think it's kind of a crummy saying. But there is something that I like more than time and money. Now, time and money, so here's how I see it. They're inputs to do anything, to make anything in business or even not in business. If you want to, say you want to go to Hawaii on vacation or Easter Island or whatever it might be, you're going to need several things. Sorry, there's an ambulance outside. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. Anyway, you're going to need several things. You're going to need probably time to take that vacation. You're going to need money to, fly there, stay in a hotel, whatever it might be. But you're also going to need, what else are you going to need? You're going to need energy to, to actually get the determination to go and the motivation and whatnot. You're going to need decision-making power. You're going to have to, have the power to actually make that decision to go, especially if you are going with a family or friends or a spouse or something like that. And then, so there are quite a few inputs that go into this, so the output can be this vacation in Easter Island. And out of all these inputs, sure, you have time and money, but I think the most precious of all of them is the energy. And the reason for this is the exact opposite of the other ones, is that it's constantly refilling. And what do I mean by this? I mean, if I decide today that I want to, say I want to figure out marketing and I want to figure it out well, and I put all my energy and effort into SEO, and I'm going to do SEO, and I spend a day, I spend 2 days, I spend a week, 2 weeks, whatever, learning SEO, trying to get SEO, and then say it's the completely wrong thing, and then, and I shouldn't be following that trajectory at all, but I should be following face-to-face marketing because, I meet the first person face-to-face, I make a client like that, and SEO after a month, I make no one. And I'm like, okay, maybe SEO is a waste. But say I spent so much energy on SEO and it was all wasted. Well, guess what? I go to bed, I get a good night's sleep, I wake up tomorrow, I'm completely replenished with energy, completely refilled right to the top. I might feel sort of, it's been a month, something like that. Then fine, take a day and a half, take some time off. We get weekends all the time. Take 2 days, But after that, you're completely 100% replenished with energy, especially if you find something else that could work, like say face-to-face, and you're like, I need to find networking face-to-face and see if that works. And then you can make a plan and boom. And, it's as long as you're inspired to go and you're revved up and ready to go, then you have all the energy in the world. And it's completely replenished every single day. Get your sleep, eat whatever you need to eat, drink water, coffee, whatever, and then you're good to go. And that's what I love about energy. It's the opposite of time and of money. It's not that something that, you spend it and then it's gone forever. No, energy keeps coming back. And so that's what I'm really trying to maximize in my day-to-day life. I try to maximize energy. So a lot of it has to do with not getting distracted, not multitasking, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it 100%. Otherwise, why bother? And so I try to put all my energy into it. I want at the end of each day to be completely out of energy, because I know I'm going to get it replenished the next day anyway. So might as well use up all my energy today that I can. And that's what I really like about energy. You go all in and use all this energy. You'll be so surprised how much energy you have. And then you'll be surprised that the next day you have it again and again and again and again. Every single day you get that energy. And so to me, that energy is the most important out of all of them, out of time and money and all that stuff. And so I really try to use it as much as I can. And I try to focus my energy and try to see where my energy is best used. And, the energy obviously means my attention, all my effort should be going into one thing, whatever that most important thing is. When I plan out my day, I'm like, okay, where does my energy going tomorrow? And, it depends what I want to get done. And however you plan your day, I plan my day, usually I want to get 3 or 4 important things done. So I know it's a good day. That's where my energy is going. Later if I do other things or whatever, that's fine. But my energy is going toward those main things. And because I know I can put all my energy into it. And then the next day, I'll have 100% refilled energy once again. So, hopefully you found this useful. Hopefully it wasn't too philosophical or anything and it made sense for you. And but I just wanted to talk about it because it's how I've come to see life, or especially working life, in terms of not time and money and that whole thing, but about energy and the energy that I put in, which I think is very useful and very productive. And it is the most precious resource, more than time and money for me. So hopefully you find this useful. If you did, don't forget to click thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more videos. Most of these videos are going to be more on technical and more nitty-gritty stuff about freelancing, freelance translation, stuff like this. And yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye. Savedum.